Okay, this is just a quick video to give you some guidance on the ramp making activity or the ramp model making activity. Okay, so um, firstly, what you're expected to do is go through each of these dot points step by step, okay, and complete them. So the first one is to measure, the first point is to measure the base. So the base of each of the triangle, that is. So the triangle base, as you can see, is there. So you need to measure that length with a ruler. Likewise, that length there, that's the base of the other triangle. The next thing is you need to measure the angle with protractor. So the angle we're talking about is this angle here, theta. So you need to measure that angle with a protractor. Likewise, this angle here. Then, excuse me, then you need to label the sides of each of those triangles O, A, and H. After which, you then need to use SOHCAHTOA, that's sine, cos, and tan, or sine, cos, or tan, to actually work out the height of the triangle. So what that means is that you need to work out the height of the triangle, which is this length here, using SOHCAHTOA. In other words, using the angle and using the length of the base that you've measured. You need to do the same with the other triangle. So using the angle and using the base that you measured, you need to work out the height of that triangle. Then what you do, the next step, which is this step here, you then need to use a ruler to actually measure that height and measure that height there on paper to see how close your answer was to the actual height of the triangle. Okay, the next thing, once you've done all of that, the next point, which is this one, we have to use Pythagoras' theorem to work out the hypotenuse. Now the hypotenuse is this side here, so you need to use Pythagoras using these two sides here to work out the length of your hypotenuse. Likewise for the other triangle, so you need to work out the length of that hypotenuse as well. Once again, you have to use Pythagoras to do that. And also, once you've done that with using Pythagoras, you then measure them with a ruler and to see how close you were to the actual answer. Right, so once all that's done, then what you now need to do is to cut them out and assemble it. So basically, you're going to use scissors to cut along here. Make sure you cut around the tabs like this, cut like that all the way around, and you'll keep going. And of course, you do the other triangle as well. Whoops, that's too far, you see. Go around the tabs like that. So you cut both of these triangles out. And the final thing is you then cut out the rectangle. Now the rectangle, which is the ramp, which is what you wheel the wheelbarrow up, or the model of, is too long. You need to trim it. And what you need to do, you need to basically chop it off so that the length of the ramp is exactly the right length for these triangles. And you're going to use your hypotenuse measurement to do that. So using your hypotenuse that you measured or worked out using Pythagoras, that's going to be how long your ramp has to be. Okay. Once you've assembled all of that and you stuck it together with sticky tape, you need to show all your working, and if you like, you can show your working on the inside of each of these cutout shapes. In other words, your working can be on the inside of the rectangle and the triangles. So when you hand in your rectangle and triangle with your name on it, your calculations are actually on the inside. So you need to show your working and you need to hand it in this lesson. Okay, thank you.